Hello everybody, back again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. It's about 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that you all have had a wonderful, spectacular week so far. Hope it's been a productive week for you and a non-stressful week for you. As for me, I'm doing good. It was just another regular work day for me. Nothing too out of the ordinary happened, same old, same old. Let's talk about the main subject of this video. Are you broke? No, seriously, are you broke? Well, I got 5 things / career / ideas for you. Right off the bat, I will say you do not have to settle for a retail job or some sort of fast food or restaurant job if you really want to improve your financial situation. I know that that's what a lot of people do when they can't find anything. They just go into fast food, retail, restaurants, or some sort of other job that basically pays next to nothing. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to do that. So, first thing you could do is try to apply to work for the post office. And I mention this because I used to be a mailman myself. It can be a good career. The pay is actually pretty good, depending on where you live, though. I want to say they start you at 20 something an hour now, and the max out is in the mid 30s, I believe. And that's for a mailman. The only catch is that it takes a long time to actually max out and pay. But if you're willing to, you're willing to stick it out, it can be a good career. And also, I want to say they do offer a pension as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's worked out good for a lot of people. A lot of people have retired as mail carriers, and so that can be a good career. And even if you don't want to be a mail carrier, you can be a what do you call it position? Postal support employee, I think that's what it's called. Basically one of the people that work inside of the post office, at the front desk. And then also you could work inside the main plant. A lot of big cities have one main plant / distribution center. And so, you can work in there. And I've heard they do have plenty of overtime. But of course that's dependent on whichever plant you work at, or whichever post office you work at, and time of the year too kind of matters too. So the potential is there. If you're somebody who doesn't really have anything going for them, try applying for the post office, right? They don't care about your education. They don't care whether you have a degree or not. If you're looking to be a mailman, they do have some jobs that may require a degree, but I'm talking mailman, postal support employee, mail handler. They don't care about whether you have a degree or not to do those jobs. And so, yeah, USPS, look into them. The next job can be it that you could possibly do is to be a city bus driver. Now, I know people will say, oh, they don't want to deal with people, that ride the bus all day and everything. But look, would you rather be a city bus driver or have nothing, right? I would take being a city bus driver, but that's just me, right? And so a lot of these city bus driver positions have on the job training. Like, they'll help you get a Class B CDL with a passenger endorsement. Because a lot of these big cities, they have, they always have vacancies for the city bus driver position, because I'll admit it's not an easy job, but it's a job that comes with good benefits, and there's many people that make a career out of it, and so that would be something I would be looking into if I'm, if I was in a position to where I was broke and didn't have anything. I would look into being a city bus driver. The only real thing you need is a clean driving record and, a clean criminal history, for the most part. Third thing you could do is get a forklift certification. Yeah, you can get a forklift certification. I've heard that it really only takes like a day in many cases to actually get a forklift certification. And so, while not every forklift operator job pays a lot, there's some forklift driver jobs that do pay pretty decent, right? I'm talking, $23, $24, $25 an hour. And even if you're not making that, you can kind of work your way up to that, in a forklift operator job. In some, not all, because there are some forklift driver jobs that don't pay a whole lot, but kind of just depends on where you're applying, depends on the type of forklift operator job you're doing as well. And so, yeah, it's something I would do. That's honestly something I was thinking about doing, even myself, getting a forklift certification, because it only takes like a day, and you can never have too many skills, right? So another career you can do is welding. Welding is a career. It doesn't take too long to become a welder. I've heard of programs that take less than a year to complete, to where you're basically ready to start a welding job, right? It takes less than a year to learn. And so welding can be a good option for you as well. Welding, I've heard of welders that make $25, $30 an hour. I've heard of welders that make, $80, $90, $100,000 a year. Especially if you learn new skill sets with your welding experience and specialize in different types of welds. You can do pretty good. You can do pretty good in welding. That's honestly another skill set that I've thought about learning one day, is learning how to weld. Like I say, you can never have too many skill sets. I've really honestly thought about learning how to weld. It actually seems like an interesting career to me. And so, I don't know. I have a lot of things that I've thought about doing, because I do kind of want to increase my skill set. I don't want to just be, well, I like trucking, but I always wondered, okay, what if my job actually got automated? Even though it's kind of hard to automate the type of job I do because I don't just drive the truck, I do unload as well. So the type of job I do would be harder to like automate, I guess. And so I don't know, I was just thinking about that, like automation. Like, what would I actually do um, if automation really took over trucking? Like, would I go back to being a mailman? Or would automation take that over too? Who knows? But I'm just talking about present day. These are things that you can do if, you know, you don't really have a whole lot going for yourself. And another thing you could do is become a truck driver. Now, and that's the career I do. It is a good career. On average, the school takes about a month or so. I've seen schools that are a bit longer than that. I've seen some that are a bit shorter than that. But on average, it's about a month. It takes about a month to really learn all the things you need to learn in order to pass the CDL test. But it takes a lot longer to become an actual professional truck driver that is comfortable and knows what they're doing. And so, but the barrier to entry is pretty low. You know, all you really need is a clean driving record, relatively clean criminal record as well. And so, you know, first year, I mean, you could be making, you know, 50,000, which, you know, that's not a lot for someone with a family, but for somebody that's by themselves, that's pretty good, you know. And so once you get a year or two experience in, you can do a lot more different types of trucking. You can specialize. I mean, you can really specialize without, you know, a year or two experience. You know, you can do flatbed, you can do tanker, hazmat. And if you become a truck driver, definitely get your hazmat endorsement because that will open up a lot more doors for you. And so definitely do that if you become a truck driver. You know, get your CDL and everything. It's good. It's a good career. So yeah, you have the post office, city bus driver, getting your forklift certification, welding, and truck driver. All 5 of these things are things that you could do if right now you are broke, have nothing going for yourself, right? You know, you're stuck in fast food, you're stuck in retail, you're stuck in some job that pays basically nothing. You know, you have a clean driving record. You have a clean criminal record. I mean, you can literally do all 5 of these things. So, you know, I'm just giving y'all the game, to be honest with you. You know, just telling y'all that there are options out there for you. And I mean, this is just 5 things you could do, 5 careers you could do. There's really more than that, to be honest. But, you know, I know things aren't easy out there. I know times are tough. I know that bills are expensive, especially if you have a family. See, if you're single, it's easier to do these things. If you have a family, you know, some of these wages still aren't going to cover that. So, if you have a family, man, I don't know if the wages that any of these jobs offer will cover a family, but I know if you're single, they will. So, So if you're single, you really don't have an excuse, to be honest with you. You know, if you're stuck working retail or fast food. Now, if you have a bad criminal record, I mean, I don't know if I can really help you, but if you have a relatively clean criminal record, you know, no felonies or anything like that, you know, clean driving record, and you're stuck in retail or fast food, you don't know what to do with your life. I mean, here's some, you know, different types of careers you can look into, right? And so, yeah, that's all I want to come on here and talk with you all about. If you're broke, 5 ideas for you, 5 careers for you, right? 5 potential careers that you can think about, right? And so, yeah. If you're in a situation where you don't have much, I really hope that you obtain the strength, the mental strength needed to get yourself out of that situation. You're able to see that you can actually do something with your life. And yeah,